I've trimmed off some of the heartwood going at an angle either side, which now gives us a raised ridge in the middle. Still not sure what to do about this funny end. I've repositioned the string line, which just illustrates how I can trim off a little bit here and there at each end, just to get it basically looking a bit more like a bow. Then I can take some of this raised ridge off. That will be with a draw knife. Get the old shave horse out. Taking off some of the bark and looking at this gnarliness where that crossing branch was. I think I'd be foolish trying to incorporate that into the bow. So I'll cut it off, you know, just there. Save as much as I can, because where the back gets chamfered to glue on an overlay, that will get rid of a little bit of that. But because it's only a 35-pound bow, it doesn't need to be as long as Twister or those other bows. Basically, I'm trying to work down to this heart sap boundary from both heartwood and sapwood side, taking off the corners sort of like this, so I can take it to a feather edge almost at the edge. But as long as I work at an angle, I'll have some thickness in the middle and I'll still have some depth of heartwood, and I won't break through the sapwood into the heartwood. That's the sort of aim of the game, but it's tricky because you can't tell what happens inside the heartwood. But it's coming along, it's flexing a fair bit, but at £35 it's going to have to be quite a bit slimmer. It's a lovely bit of timber. It's just cutting really nicely with the draw knife. You can hear that sapwood's nice and smooth, and then that heartwood's crisper. Yeah, lovely bit of wood. Don't believe people who tell you English yew's no good for making bows. Actually, this bit is from my mate Rob. There you are, August the 1st, 2019. So that's had plenty of seasoning. A little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. Leave it since 2019. Oh, beautiful. There, I'm not necessarily following a ring as such for reasons explained elsewhere, but I am using the rings as a guide to try and keep it like an even thickness of sapwood. It also shows that on this side I've got it quite thin. This side I can go down a bit more, try and keep the rings running straight. I've dropped down another couple, but like I say, I'm not religiously following them, and I'm going to leave plenty of sapwood at the grip to make it sort of comfortable and thick and stiff. I'm nibbling down. I reckon she's probably sort of, I don't know, 50-60 pound draw weight by now, and as such I need to perhaps get temporary knocks on, just have a look how it's flexing, think about what I'm going to do here, and start narrowing the tips a little bit. I mean, there's a bit of a waggle in it, but that will be part of the charm, and it will probably be quite a bit narrower when I've finished, but obviously that's the arrow part, so it's going to get cut away here quite a bit. This edge will sweep in, but like I keep saying, I'm leaving the width at the grip for now. The other thing is, I've got that limb flat. You can see this one's at an angle, implying that yes, this edge is too thick. But and we've got that bit of hint of deflex at this tip and on that limb. Whether or not I try and steam that out a bit just for cosmetic reasons, I don't know, we'll see when we get closer. But I'm thinking maybe get some temporary knocks on it and have a little look. Another quick look at the string line. And as this is the arrow pass, that's fine if it's biased this way a bit, but that'll get cut away. So you lose a little bit this end, a little bit this side. And at the end of the day, it won't be much wider than the tip of a pencil at this end. First time on the tiller for the Yew Primitive. You can see the shape, almost a hint of reflex there, bit of deflex here. This limb's got some twist in it, which doesn't really worry me. Let's just see what it's doing. I'm only looking for £35. Oh, it's coming back. Oh yeah, upper limb's coming back nicely. Oh blimey, it's coming back a long way. Well, there's £30. So I've actually got us quite close. And you can see the left limb's stiff. I might take out that twist and a bit of that deflex, but I'm glad I got it on the tiller. I could have ended up with an over weak right limb, but I think that's all perfectly alright for now. Right, I've just taken a bit of sapwood off that lower limb and tidied up a couple of bits of heartwood. I've put another turn of string through my magic loop so it's slightly higher braced. There you can see already that's much better, isn't it? That's basically bow shaped. Oh, there we go, that's 30. Oh, blimey. 35. That's 20 or 21. Blimey, that ain't far off done, is it? So yeah, I think we've got enough draw weight to play at straightening that out a bit. But it would have been very easy to have overshot, wouldn't it? Got to remember, of course, we're not braced. So that will put more strain on everything. So, in fact, you can see we're at a half-inch brace, if you like. But it's actually trickier to make lightweight bows than medium to heavy. I mean, 40, 50, 60, 70, quite easy. Well, relatively easy. When you start getting over 100, it can get tricky because the problem's trying to brace it. And the lighter bows, the problem is if you sneeze, you've taken off too much wood.